Welcome back to Football Manager 2024 Rebuilding Cologne. With around 8 games left, we do find ourselves in 6th place still. I mean, we made some improvement, but the last game, Borussia Dortmund, ended up winning, and they have a game at hand over us. We still have a 4-point gap on Augsburg, but our next matchup is against Leverkusen. But if you're last with us, you would have seen us smash Augsburg 3-1. We then ended up beating Bochum 1-0. Noah Darvish scoring in the 88th minute. Thought that was going to be a draw. And then we just absolutely just smashed Frankfurt, Stuttgart, and Union Berlin. I guess Stuttgart was only a 1-0 victory, but we did dominate them from start to finish. But the Union Berlin one was just insane. Noah Darvish with 2 goals, and even Jacob Christensen with 2 goals as well. And this game here as well, Chisoldi ended up scoring. Thielman scored 2, and then even Ivanov ended up scoring as well, but it was a pen, but still gets off the mark anyways, and he's starting to look pretty good. I mean, when you end up looking at some of the other teams that we're going to end up having to play, after Leverkusen, we end up facing Borussia Mönchengladbach in the semifinals, which is going to be pretty crucial for us. And then Darmstadt, Freiburg, Dusseldorf, and HSV, as well as Mainz, should all relatively be easy, so I should expect around at least 12 points from that. And then we end up facing against Dortmund and then Leipzig at the very end, which are obviously going to be the more difficult ones. But if we can end up at least gaining ground on Borussia, then we should be pretty fine there. I feel as though 6th place is the minimum that I'm expecting for the rest of the season. And if you look even in terms of player stats, Davy Selke still in the lead, well, in the top 3 with goals as well. I mean, he hasn't played in a while, and I wonder how well he's doing. He's only scored 6 goals in 10 appearances. He had 14 in 16 here, and then let's see how many Openda's actually played this season. Yeah, he's played a significantly amount more games and just barely passes them. I wonder where Patrick Kane is, though. Or not Patrick Kane, Harry Kane is. And only 13 goals? That is kind of pathetic. 20 games, only 13 goals. Granted, his rating's pretty high, but still, 86 million. You'd expect a lot more from that. And then next player up is not even anywhere to be seen for us. But kind of happy with the way that we're performing as of late. And we do have the youth intake coming up any day now, and we'll definitely have to take a look at those players that are going to come in. So let's take a look and let's see how good this youth intake is, and if we can build from it for the future. So it seems we're misled a little bit for our youth intake. It looks like it's just going to be an average youth intake, which I mean, not everything can be a home run, but we have Kevin Burkhardt, who's coming in, promising winger, but does look like he plays more in the center role. But could be attacking left mid, but it doesn't look like he's actually going to be that great. Not for a little while at least, so we're going to have to kind of wait probably a couple years, at least till he's 18. But it doesn't look like he's going to be as good as what we're hoping, but he is the top player, and it's not even really close. Next one is Tim Dorner, another German as well. His tackling's pretty good. His passing and marking is actually pretty decent, but he is still relatively slow, I would say. But acceleration can always improve, and so can pace. Currently, they're just saying that he's a selfish player at left back, which seems kind of weird. But he can also play right back as well, so we're going to obviously nurture all these players. We have Isaac Mindswitch, who doesn't look that bad. Center back, though, 6 foot tall, tackling's around 12. Teamwork and work rate's pretty good as well. Concentration, bravery, composure is not there. So again, he's going to be a project as well. It does say he can improve it a lot, but obviously if we get any offers for these guys, we might be inclined to kind of let them go. We do have Janis Butchman. That's going to be a difficult name to say. So Janis, we're just going to end up calling him, or Giannis. Maybe Giannis is probably the name to say, I guess. A 5'10" center mid player. Balance is all right. Everything's kind of okay. His determination's high, so I like that. But we put in an offer for him as well. Can improve a lot in the future, but currently 18th best midfielder. So we definitely have a lot of people ahead of him as well. So we'll just end up having to train him a little bit more. Then we have Hans-Peter Emrel. He doesn't look that great. He's a realist as well. A winger, 5'10", and I mean, just kind of looks basic. But all these guys can improve as well. I'm more excited about some of the lower people. Even Matt Halligan, I'm a little bit more excited about than any of the other guys. At least his free taking's pretty good. His heading's good, but he's a winger and a striker as well. But 5'10", I feel as though he's more featured on the wing. But he is a New Zealander, and I find that a little bit fascinating. Obviously, just says he can improve a lot, but doesn't really give us anything other than that. Andres Sierra is a Colombian 15-year-old, 6'2" though, winger. And I mean, his crossing's good, but everything else other than determination is pretty bad. So nothing really to say about that. But we do also have an Austrian as well, a right D, but his stats look a lot better. So anyone that's more in terms of stats nerd, enthusiastic fullback, 6 foot tall as well. His tackling's pretty good. His marking's decent. His passing is bad though, and there's a lot of 5s, a lot of 6s here. But obviously, when it's colorful, it does kind of light up a little bit. He does have decent acceleration, decent pace, so he could easily be a makeshift, like a backup player in the future. He is also 15 and Austrian, so I do like that. And we did have another one as well. The only person we didn't offer anything to is Yücel Cat, which, I mean, his name sounds pretty cool, but unambitious. And yeah, I don't think I've seen determination that low. So a 5 determination, I'm going to pass. They might end up offering him something anyways. I did give an offer for this guy. He is temperamental, but I think there's another one as well. Rolf. Yeah, Rolf doesn't look that bad. Determination is pretty high. He's going to be pretty slow, but they are only listing him as pretty much half a star. So I feel as though he can definitely improve, especially at 15. And I mean, I wonder how these players end up looking compared to our others. I don't think they're in here, actually. So we'll look at it more so in terms of the development center. See if it goes this way. No, it doesn't. And it's not going to show it to us until we end up signing them. And then we'll get a little bit of a closer look, but it shows 3 midfielders, 2 right mid, 2 center backs, and 2 right Ds as well. So in all that, none of this is looking too fascinating. But if we have another one from this guy, we might have to let him go if that's the case. Because I mean, currently our facilities are top of the line. Excellent youth recruitment and excellent youth facilities as well. So it does kind of suck when you don't end up getting that coming in through your youth. So let's kind of look at the next game and see if we can manage to get a result here against Leverkusen. I don't like our odds, but we'll try our best for sure. So we're away from home against Leverkusen here, and everything's pretty much the same except for Elderete is going to play as center back, and then Asan's going to play as mid. Darvish is going to switch to the wing. Warner is going to start as attacking mid, and then Weeper is going to start as striker. Tresoldi's been playing pretty good, but I do have a feeling that Wiper might be a little bit better for this game. Plus, we just want rotation regardless. And I know he's going to be good regardless of where he ends up playing. But, I mean, we do have to kind of think of the rotation for the next game. I feel as though we should still win. But if at any point it's 2 or 3-0, we're just going to kind of abandon ship and make sure that we end up resting all our starters for this game. But like Fincraft would be the first one that I would think of. Even Thielman as well, because we'll definitely need them for that game. But if it's 0-0, we're going to have to kind of play through it and prioritize the regular season as opposed to any kind of cup games. But I mean, who knows? We've been demolished before by Leverkusen, by even Leipzig as well. So we'll have to kind of play it by ear a little bit. We are away from home as well, so that's already another obstacle. And we go down 2 minutes in, And I don't know how Urbig's already rated a 7.0 after conceding in the first 2 minutes, but that's pretty odd. So we're down 1-0. Means that we're just going to stay in the 6th spot here. Stuttgart and Hertha Berlin are playing as well, but that does not really impact us at all. They're more mid-tier, and I feel as though we're going to lose this game. Ta almost getting a second, but it's offside. And we haven't really done anything so far to really suggest that we have a shot here. Turns away, and as long as we don't get any injuries as well, that should be good. Hubbers is he's on the bench. Didn't want to risk him getting injured. He's just coming back from one, and I mean it's just not worth it. But it feels like this season's already kind of decided that Leverkusen's going to end up winning it. But there's a huge difference between finishing in 6th place and finishing in 4th place. And if we can end up getting an extra 20 million by doing so, I'm definitely going to be all on board for that. But sometimes you got to know when to fold them and know when to run away. And we're definitely running away. Almost 2-0 there. But I'll take that second goal of being overturned there. And Augustin now with it ends up finding Darvish, almost puts it in. Jesus, Wiper almost getting his goal there, but shoots it right at the goalie. And can we get another counter here? Darvish with it to Warner, or to Warner. I always think Warner. And at least looks like we're coming alive now. Just sucks that we did concede so early on. But a tie would be fantastic for us. It would keep the streak going, and we would bring in the momentum against Borussia. Oh my god. Almost a Wiper almost scoring there. He is 6'5", I think. And Killian there with it. We still maintain possession though, but it does look like we are starting to get back into this. Possession-wise, we're starting to inch our way closer to the 60 mark. But as long as we're ahead, that's all that matters. And even Wanner is not even playing that well. But Bourier is injured. He's injured for at least a week, which does kind of suck. I was going to say, when we concede a corner just before, hopefully they don't score. And it looks like it's going to be another corner here. 2 minutes extra time. And we just got to survive, guys. We're not going to go attacking or anything like that. We're not going to go crazy with our players though. And yeah, we've definitely been unlucky so far, that is for sure. Let's look at no one's really that tired, so I'm not going to make any subs there. Not as of yet. But Wiper might be one of those casualties that will be subbed off sooner rather than later. Same thing with Thielman. Can't afford him to get suspended, that's for sure. And we concede a corner here. Hoffman with it, kicks it over. Nothing to it there. And we do have a chance here. Asan to Augustin, back to Augustin here. And just get a shot off, guys. Let's put a cross in. Finkref knows what we want. Darvish to Asan. Still maintaining possession. Good pass to Weeper. Oh my god. And somehow with that shot, he ends up going down to a 6.2. Thielman with the corner here. And no one gets to it. Kind of disappointing. I feel as though we're going to take off Weeper now. I'm going to put in Tresoldi. Just because his rating's going too low. And Tresoldi has been playing pretty decent as of late. Winner, I think we're going to take off as well. So we're going to do our other subs. Probably bring in, take off. Do we want to put Ivanov? No, we're going to put Darvish in here. We're going to put in probably Mina here. And I feel as though Asan, we're going to take off for, let's put in Olsen. He hasn't been playing that much lately. We're going to leave Alderate for now. We do have that one more sub after this, I believe. No, two more. I'll make it closer to 70 depending on what happens in the next 5-10 minutes. Tresoldi almost gets us on the board there, and it feels like Thielman might be the next one to come off. Finkruff with the corner here. Olsen back to Finkruff. I thought it was going to be offside for a second. To Killian. Back to Martel. To Finkruff. We're just bunching up there. And that's the end of that highlight. That seems pretty accurate there. And we'll go, we'll encourage the team here. They have been playing pretty good. Let's, can't take off anyone. I guess I'll put in Christensen here. Darvish will slot back on the right there. And then I think Olsen can play up top. Yeah, Olsen can at least play a makeshift attacking mid-roll. And then the last sub is probably going to be... I mean, it could be Darvish as well, but I don't have anyone to play on the right. Let's put in Hoxa. Yeah, we'll put in Hoxa, I guess, for Alderete, yeah. We do concede a throw-in in an attacking position here. Frimpong with it to Xhaka, but we do clear it off. And I mean, I don't like our chances here. We'll probably go attacking the last 5 minutes, 15 minutes maybe. I was going to say, as long as you don't concede there, we will. Christensen clears it away again, and we do get possession, but end of that highlight. And Tresoldi here with it. Crosses it. I don't know why he's taking the free kicks from that far, though. He should probably be more of the finisher there. A Gus in there to Darvish. Crosses it and loses it. Crosses in Tresoldi. Oh my god, if only that was Wiper, he could have probably got a foot to it, or a head to it. Can't get on the board there. We're going to go attacking in a sec. Just wait for this. Gets turned away. They get another chance. Top corner. And they miss it completely. I do like our chances here. We're going to go demand more here. See if we can manage to get it. As we concede immediately after. That's not good. Often with it. And yeah, if we go down, we're definitely going to go back to cautious. Just get the ball back, guys. Xhaka with it, but nothing to it. Mina, forgot that we put him in. And 87 minutes, Darvish, Martel, and Finkruff are all exhausted, so it does kind of suck. Highlight just before, and that's not much of a highlight. Herbig clears it, and we just give it back to them. Olsen with the tackle there. Come on, guys, get possession back. Frimpong with it. Olsen now. Mina gets it. That's a terrible pass. Gives it basically back to them. Trap Soda. Do get the ball back now. Darvish now with it. Finds Olsen. Come on, Olsen. Get rid of it. Finds Darvish. Back to Mina. Tresoldi with the finish. Oh my god. We managed to tie it. Holy hell. Tresoldi, the hero. Mina and Darvish. Oh my god. It is level. We will take the draw all day long. Mina with a good cross. Tresoldi with the finish. My god. What a finish. And we are level. And it looks like this might be the end. We end up winning the header battle there. And it looks like that is all she wrote. We managed to at least salvage that 1 point, keep the momentum going for the next game, and we even win the XG battle at the very end. Tresoldi, the hero, for sure. I'm going to single him out as well. And Mina. Well, actually, I'm going to do it one at a time. Yeah. And Mina coming out as a substitute. Fantastic. And even Darvish, you know what? He did well. Those are probably the only three that did well this whole game. does at least, we're only 1 point behind Borussia, and like I said, we have the momentum going into the next game, which I do like against a team that hasn't been playing that great. I mean, they even got knocked out of UEFA as well from Napoli. And who else is in there? Stuttgart is out by Arsenal 9-3. Jesus. Bayern at least goes through. So at least we have hope there. Round of 16. Who else is still in it? Bayern ends up making it through. Leipzig looks like they're out as well. That is so disappointing. So quarterfinals only features one German team, and all our hopes for our coefficient lie on Bayern Munich. But let's look at the other competition as well. Who qualified last season? I think it was Leipzig, maybe? No, Leipzig are in it. Yeah, Frankfurt. They got knocked out as well. Oh no. Everyone's getting knocked out. So let's go round of 16, see if anyone's there. Leverkusen's still in it. Yeah, quarterfinals features Leverkusen as well. So at least we have two German teams in it. And I don't see any Italian teams. So that does look like a good sign as well. And if we can manage to get over France, that will help us for sure. So let's jump to the Borussia game and see if we can manage to make it to our first final, which would be a historic moment for us so far. With only 2 days rest, we're going to go into this with most of the players that we end up having. The only difference is Kovacs is going to end up playing right back instead of Augustin, and then Schmidt's going to get the nod as left back there. Asan's going to play with Olsen. And then we have Mina, because he played so well last game, and Tresoldi as well are going to get the nod up front. Wenner and Thielman are going to get the nods there, but we'll probably bring in Darvish at some point in the second half. But I feel as though we can probably win with this team anyways, so I'm not going to do anything that's going to necessarily rock the boat. But we played well against them the first game, and I do like our chances here. We do have 4 wins, and the most recent one being a draw, versus 4 losses and 1 draw. So I do like our chances here. We are going to go more positive and hopefully get the goal earlier than later and not concede in 2 minutes like what we did last game. Schmidt with it, takes it away, so good start so far. As long as you don't score on the opening drive, that should be good. Like I said, as long as we don't score on the opening, should be fine. Okay, kicking it away, that's fine with me. We are a home as well, so that should give us the slight edge. We do have our supporters and our chairman predicting that we're going to win this game as well. But like I said, having 2 days rest is not nearly enough. And I mean, just can't embarrass ourselves here. It is going to be a momentous occasion. It's going to be the first chance at getting a trophy in I don't even know how long with this team. Olsen already having a yellow. And so far it does look like it's all Borussia. So we do got to turn it up a notch. And we concede another corner here. So our positive outlook is not looking good so far. Turns away. And we go down 1-0, 11 minutes in. And that's disappointing. We're going to demand more here. That is ridiculous. Against a team that has lost so many games in a row. This is how we're playing, guys. Mina with it. And oh my god, Omlin gave the whole net up and Thielman can't just head it down. That was our only shot there. And I mean, we've been playing so well recently that this is a disappointment just seeing it so far. 25 minutes in, we get another corner. No one gets to the end of it. Mina now with it. And no one's going to get it. Jesus. And I don't think that should count as a shot. And we're not even winning the possession battle. We are in the XG column, though. So I guess their one goal was more considered a fluke. the only one that's playing well is Mina right now. Hubbard's now with it to Hassan. Back to Olsen. Hopefully we go on a run here. Thielman can beat his man, cross it in, passes to Kovacs instead, and decides to go the other way with it. Back to Hassan. Now Mina ends up getting the shot. Manages to keep it hard and low, so I can't be mad at that. Thielman not playing that well either, though. 6.4. And Chisoldi not playing as well as what he did in the last game. Like I said, Mina's the only one that's showed up so far for this game. And we're inching our way towards the second half. Looks like we might get one more chance to tie it up before the half. And if we can, I will be extremely happy with that. Thielman with it. Just gives it right back to them. Thielman, you need to show up this game. We really need you. Come on, cross it in. Hassan now with it. Passes it to Mina. Mina gets a shot. Chisoldi finishes it. Thank God. And he managed to keep us level 2 games in a row. And somehow Chisoldi's actually tired. But Mina might have to come off as a sub in the second, which I don't like. And that was a very good shot from Mina. He should have been able to get it. But the rebound for Chisoldi is all I could hope for. And I'm extremely happy with that. Surprised we can even play him in the cup game, though. And yeah, if we keep playing like this, we should be good. Because like I said, they only had that one opportunity. And that's all she wrote. I think Chisoldi's going to probably go on the wing if we take Mina off. We do get a corner here just after the half started. And that was a rocket. Hubbard's now with it to Mina. Mina can't quite get it. And we're getting caught on the counter here. Velasco with it. Yeah, I was going to say don't shift too much to the right side because you were leaving it completely exposed there. And Kirodia, a familiar face though. Do not want to give them a chance of getting a trophy. Thielman now with it. Great pass there. Thielman finds Chisoldi. Back to Mina. And Mina finishes. He's been asking for it all game. And he finished with his right too. And we're up 2-1. And that is what we were hoping for. Great play all around. But Chisoldi, the hero of that, for sure. Finds Mina, and then Mina just curls it in top corner. There's nothing they could do about it. And we are up 2-1. And sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. If we can get one more, I will feel a little bit more comfortable. But I feel as though we can hold on here as well. And we get the ball back. Hubbards to Schmidt. Back to Hubbards. Looks like we're going to go for another go here. Hassan now finds Mina. And Mina, oh my god, almost gets on the board again. We're still up 2-1. 10 shots, 5 on goal. And I mean, doing amazing. Amazing second half, or amazing second half of the game pretty much so far. But we will have to take off. Yeah, we're going to put in Darvish here. And then Mina, unfortunately, is going to have to come off. And the question is for who, because no one can come in. I guess Chisoldi, yeah. And then we'll put in Wiper here. Olsen is going to come off. We're going to put in Martel. Yeah, we're going to put in Martel. And we still got one sub after this. But Martel should be a good upgrade there. And they get a chance here. Offside for sure there. Doesn't get called, does it? And we get a corner here. Darvish with it. See if we can get another one. No one gets to the end of it. we miss it. And they're calling for Hassan to come off, which I might be obliged to do so. And that's disappointing. So 70th minute, we'll make that sub. And yeah, Hassan, either Hassan or Wayner. Guess Christensen, yeah, we're going to put in Christensen for Hassan here. And then Kovacs is also tired as well, but it feels like the midfield might be a little bit more important for us. turn it away. We get the ball back. Kovacs with it and just doesn't clear it quite enough. Just stick to your man, guys. Tresoldi manages to put the pressure on it, so Urbig manages to get it, and we can waste some time there. Martel now with it to Kovacs, to Darvish, to Wayner. Manages to beat his man. Put it through. Put it through, son. Can't quite do it. That is... He waited a little bit too long. Martel with it to Darvish. And looks like that could have been a penalty, but just a good tackle. Schmidt now with it, and we don't get it on target there. His agent complained that he wasn't playing enough in the attacking mid-roll, and he's not showing us why he should be in the attacking mid-roll. But I think it's more so coming in as a sub, though, which I think is something we gotta kind of figure out. I thought I did all my subs. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, I can do another one? Oh, that's so disappointing. So we'll do this. Bring in, yeah. Bring in Fincroft. I don't know why I don't know how to count. We'll do that in the 80th minute. That seems like a good decision. Tresoldi now with it. And finds Darvish. That is exactly what we want to see. We're up 3-1 and we are cruising to a final. Looks like it's all but decided. And good pass there. Tresoldi finding his man. Tresoldi's been very good almost anywhere we put him. And the connection between him and Darvish is pretty good. Up 3-1, and surely there's nothing they can do about it. Yeah, we'll put in Fincroft anyways. Might as well at this point. I don't think they're going to come back, and we'll just kind of leave it at that. But that early goal not seeming to matter. And all we got to do is just keep applying the pressure. Let's just have fun now, guys. No one get injured, and we'll be happy with that result. Martel with it. Not satisfied, apparently. Running all the way down to the wing. Crossing it in. Tresoldi can't quite get to the end of it. Fincroft now with it. Trek Christensen. Back to Darvish now. Crossing it in there to Killian. Christensen with the chance, but gets blocked and turned away. Honrat now. Fincroft has to... just ends up clipping him, but doesn't get carded, thank God. Oh, they wanted Fincroft for Tresoldi. Okay. That's what they wanted. My bad. I read it wrong. But Tresoldi's already at a 9.0, so he's obviously going to get man of the match for sure. Definitely been the game changer this game and last game. He should get a rest for the next one. Wiper can definitely fill in that role. Urbig turns that away towards the dying minutes of the game. And surely this is the last chance here. Christensen with the interception. And then Wanner with it. Doesn't have to do anything. That looks offside for sure. And that is all she wrote. 3-1. We cruise to our final. And I am absolutely delighted. Individual, obviously. Yeah, your dominating performance, yeah, it was spectacular for sure. Already proving to be probably the signing of the season. Even Darvish is coming in well. Mina has to be singled out as well. He looks delighted. All of us look delighted, and we at least get some money there as well. So how much money we get? 2.4 million. We desperately need that. And we get another guaranteed 2.4. Our overall balance is around 3.5 in the negative there. But with this and with just showing up for the finals is going to hopefully clear that up. Our income now significantly more than our expenditure, so we will take that all day long. We end up winning over our rivals too, which is even more fantastic. And we're cruising to the finals. So just as a reference though, we will show you what I was talking about before. And I mean, finishing 6th is okay, but finishing 4th is almost $20 million difference. So we will go for that all day long. Even 3rd is that. So that's why that in the push at the very end was very important. And it's within striking distance, all we need is, even if we end up tying or beating Leipzig or Dortmund towards the end and manage to go on a decent run, we should be fine, because Leipzig end up playing much more difficult competition than us. They're having to play Bayern as well, Dortmund they're playing, and obviously they're playing us as well. But Stuttgart and Frankfurt could easily have a good result against them as well. So maybe they're the bad example, but Wolfsburg probably have a much more difficult finish. They have Leverkusen, they have Dortmund as well. So those are at least two games that are going to cause issues. But you never know what happens. I mean, they went through a meltdown last season as well. Some key injuries could happen. And then Dortmund is playing Freiburg, Dusseldorf, HSV, Mainz. So Leipzig and us and Wolfsburg. So those are three big games towards the end. So if they don't end up getting the results that they need with the conference league as well, then they're going to be in a real world of hurt though. But their form has been very good as of recent. So I mean, there's nothing to suspect that they shouldn't be able to continue that. But we need them to at least lose a point there so we can at least hop over them. And we're going to be looking at our former form at the very beginning as being the reason why it's been so much of a struggle now. I mean, if you look at it, Wolfsburg, Borussia, Bayern, Augsburg, and even the Bochum, Frankfurt, and Stuttgart ties did not necessarily do us justice at the beginning of the season. And we're going to be looking back at those and kind of regretting it. But we're going to come back for the last episode. We'll come back for obviously the final. But we'll probably come back for either Dortmund or Leipzig, depending on which one is going to be more crucial to where we end up at the end of the season. So thank you all for watching, and until next time.